Hi, welcome to the Random Hour. As usual, I am joined by Devin of More Sports,
Hello.
and today we have Cosplay from Trash. Kyle, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey everyone, I am Cosplays from Trash. That is my kind of handle name, but I've actually expanded that into a little bit of a brand. So we're kind of a cosplay conglomerate right now, and we have a few people on our team. And as the name implies, we make costumes from trash, but you'd be surprised how oftentimes people question that and don't believe it. But I try to make it as obvious as possible by having it in the name. When I started to make stuff, for cosplays, and I was really bad at sewing, I really didn't want to ever buy new material. I technically can't say I've never bought anything because I have bought X amount of things, but that list is very small. So I always say like 90+% of stuff is recycled. And when I was trying to come up with a name, I was like, well, I think the easiest way to just describe what I do is cosplays from trash. But that's kind of backfired because that's very hard for people to grasp because I don't think other people do it. So they're like, what do you, it's always a conversation. Like when I'm guesting, they're like, are you sure you make it out of trash? I'm like, yeah, I do. That's like my whole brand. I promise.
Why do people have it so hard to believe? I don't know why people have a hard time believing it.
Like, you grew those? Like, it's like the most mind-blowing thing. So I think that's a little bit, it's kind of like a lost art of like, oh, you can do something besides buy nicer materials.
I think one of the first ones I saw was your Harley Quinn, and you were making the hammer for out of the bucket.
The other one that's probably the hardest was Energizer Bunny, because I had never made a tailcoat like that, and also figuring out how to make a drum from trash. That was really hard because I wanted to make that entirely from trash. Like, definitely the unconventional materials is one where I don't think that you have to use the nicest things, and that people often think I'm just talking about fabric. But like, if you're worried about something falling down and you can hide it, things like safety pins and staples and duct tape actually appear in a decent amount of my costumes, because it doesn't, or a lot of times like nuts and bolts will, just because I don't know how to engineer some things to make them stay up. And so literally anything to make things connect is not a bad choice. Like, it's not like people were worried that like things will fall apart if they've done something in a way that they didn't see a YouTube tutorial do. And I'm like, no, you can pretty much just use super glue on a lot of stuff, and that's going to be totally fine. A lot of people think the cosplay community is like pretty toxic and really cliquish, and it is. It's like, well, I have a lot of opinions that are wrong, and I'm stupid, and I have to assume that everyone else has wrong and stupid opinions. I'm like, there's no rules.